Let me see here. Oh, what's with the mic setting? What's it reading? That was weird. Okay. Anyways, hey guys, welcome back to fucking streaming. Shit, I don't even really know what to say. I just it's been a fucking roller coaster of a week right now. Roller coaster over the last 2 weeks. So that's why I haven't been streaming for a bit. Also positioning my fan. There we go. But yeah, lots of stuff going on. But now I got time again. And well, let's finish the last talks. And then we're getting back to the new patch. And probably watch the new trailer for it. Zach, seen to your preparations, have you? I'm just making another sweep of my belongings. I wouldn't do to find I've forgotten something halfway to my destination. Oh, in case you haven't heard, we received new reports detailing the devastation caused by the final days. It appears the situation is gravest in the lands surrounding the Bounty, where the sky first began to burn. After that, the calamity was observed in the far north in Garlemald and the frozen lands beyond. We also had reports of the heavens catching fire in isolated locations, one of which was an area in the northern Empty. Had our quest taken any longer, Charlie and Two may have come under threat. Thank goodness it's over now. To be sure, blasphemies and lesser beasts may still be roaming about, but these localized crises should be well within the capacities of each nation to handle on their own. The Scions are no longer needed. Which isn't to say that we won't help out where we can, of course. As individuals, no more of this order business. For my part, I'll be heading to Garlemald with Alphanode. They're among the worst affected, and still need all the help they can get. It won't be easy. An inevitable part of aiding those in need is coming face to face with tragedy. Knowing it doesn't make it any easier though. That I'll curse my weakness, my inability to fix every problem and save every lost soul. But no matter how much it hurts, I won't give up. I'll do what I can for as many people as I can, begrudging no effort. And should I find myself discouraged, I'll remember you. Think back fondly to one of your many moments or triumph, and the accompanying determined expression. Even those that still annoy me in retrospect, like when you activate the teleporter without warning. Heh. And should you hear about me, I want you to remember that I'm out there somewhere, trying my very best. Look forward to hearing all about the legendary Alice Lavilier. Can you keep up with me? I look forward to it. Not that I'm trying to become famous or anything. That being said, next time we meet, I'll be vastly improved, so don't be surprised when you find yourself marveling at me. Did I forget anything? Oh yes, the Hanish envoy who came in also will learn from Matsia. He writes the Mavon and Karsai's little girl is doing well. He often goes to visit her. It won't be easy growing up without her parents, but with the fellow villagers watching over, I dare to hope that she won't want for warmth as she grows up. Oh, wrong one. Where's it? There it is. Headbat. You was an amateur adventurer when we first met. But look at you now, you've grown to quite a fine young lad. Just as I always knew you would. One might say I ought to settle down in my old age, but seeing you now has set my adventurous spirit ablaze once more. But the journey I set out upon will be long awaited hot springs tour with my dear friend Homei. There's naught but chaos since the Telephone first appeared. Towers and primals, the Empire of the Final Days. Yeah, we have weathered it all and see the sun rise on a new day. And now that peace has returned, I can finally resume my travels with my grandfather. Perhaps we will go first to Kugane to relax in the Bokaisen hot springs. That might be nice. Of course, my journey will not simply be for pleasure. I will collect information on the territories I travel. Perhaps I shall visit Naxia's via Doma. The fuck? Who the fuck like this? Oh. Like that has spoken with our comrades? Though this parting be not forevermore, 'tis nonetheless an occasion for sorrow, akin to a pixie's path. Navigation of such farewells is a perilous endeavor indeed. With their part, however, the Loperids embark upon a new beginning. Though bereft of its purpose as a vessel, the moon yet remains hospitable for the creatures of the Theris. Thus do our lunar visitors convene with the Forum, intent upon assigning some new and beneficial role to our solitary satellite. Yet ere that may come to pass, there is much and more each party must to learn of the other, a process which doth promise to be an eventful one indeed. To that end, a cadre of Loperids hath gleefully dispersed across our lands in the name of mutual understanding. Idolence is said, did imbue them with her love for all things born of this star. It is Venat's own nature, I believe, which doth manifest in this irrepressible, inexhaustible curiosity of theirs. Having witnessed that which they strove to achieve, I wish most keenly for their long labors to be rewarded, that their abiding affection for man result in a boon for all. Moreover, I hope to continue our acquaintance and share in such knowledge as they see fit to impart. Acquaintance, I call it friendship. Which you're allowed the first to understand. I call it friendship. I did not wish to presume. I would be honored should they consider me a friend. But 'tis certainly true that I have grown fond of their company. But I shall digress no further. This day should belong to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, to mine incomparable companions. Ofttimes hath mine reticence caused thee grief, mine actions spurred allies to suspect betrayal. Yet here amongst you I still stand. No amount of words could express my gratitude for thine acceptance and forgiveness. Thus, instead, I do prefer my humble support. Be it unto the deepest abyss or the highest heavens, even if I must needs founder across stormy seas, ever shall I answer thy summons. I understand that following that clash with Xenos, the teleportation device that I had discarded fell to thee from on high. Returned to thee in such a manner. I did confirm Wilson and Blueda, but they insist the device was possessed of no such capability. It was a miracle befitting the nature of that place, where emotion becomes tangible reality. Whence then arose this timely wonder, an ardent wish, or another's fervent prayer. Yeah, I read what you guys said before. I converted to warehouse. Yeah, you got a job. I'm so glad the danger's passed. There was nothing I could do but pray from here. I was relieved to the point of tears when everyone made it back safely. I imagine we'll have more free time now. So I was thinking I'd study up on healing magic. I could make myself more useful in the future. My first stop will be the Astrolochium in Ishgard, to learn about Shalian astrology. I must follow Arker's lead and continue to hone my skills. Alright. We may have accomplished our goal and put it behind us, but my time with the Scions provided memories that will last me a lifetime. I'm blessed to think I was blessed with this chance to experience such unbridled brotherly love. But now that Ochre has decided to set off with his dear brother, left two together, I fear I might suffer withdrawal. That's right, I completely forgot. This goes down bad for the Boulder brothers. I'm so glad I was able to be here this moment. And I consider continuing Hori's footsteps, but I realize it's time I found my own way in life. Otherwise, I'll never be half the man my brother is. First things first, I'm going to head to Gridania to visit our Conjurers Guild and Archers Guild. I'll do my very best to brush up my skills before I see you again. Is everyone getting a class change? I'm gonna eat a piece of squid. Oh, are we saying our farewells too? I hadn't at present planned on a journey of any great length. Not that I am averse to a moment or two of quiet reminiscence. But there's something I've been meaning to ask you, something that has been in my thoughts since the last flames of the final day subsided. What up? During our travels, we have witnessed more than a lifetime's worth of oddities and spectacles. More than can be easily called or remembered. Oops. Nestled among those memories are certain essential facts: the history of Theris, the ancients, glimpses of the Ea, their culture and philosophy. Rather than simply hoard such treasures in my mind, I wonder if I should not be disseminating them in formal records for wider consumption. I'd say do it. When needed, I have penned reports and prepared briefings, but ever have I balked at the idea of binding the subject of my studies in a book or tablet. Truth is, given shape and interpretation, when we seek to capture it with our words, it is invariably molded to fit a narrative, no matter how well intentioned the rendering. An event is described as sad, a summation which fails to express the emotional complexity, yet the word on the page is what endures, a pale shadow of reality. Throughout history, some have deliberately embellished the truth, but I believe many, if not most, deviations are the result of similar linguistic shortcomings, piling one upon the other until the end result is unrecognizable from its origin. Which is why I fear that writing an account in my words would be akin to diluting fine wine with water. That's really insightful. Huh. I hadn't thought about it that way. Now, even with the potential for corrupted meaning, I do of course realize the importance of keeping written records. Without them, my search for wisdom would be a painful affair indeed. But what say you on this matter? Should I take up the quill, reflect upon these experiences only we have shared, and seek to preserve them for posterity? Nay, it's enough to hold them in your memories. Aye, let them be read and remembered. Turn off the light. Very well, then I shall endeavor to pen what I can of the Ea and the ancients, and of so many other worlds, and of so many other wonders. I am no scribe. It will be less a polished work and more of a reordering of scattered notes. In any case, I feel much better for having sought your opinion. Left to our own devices, we tend to overthink such things. I will otherwise return to following where my curiosity leads. After all, a safe method of travel is to the first yet eludes me, and our venture into the great expanse has prompted an entirely new set of questions. Should you stumble into the unknown or struggle with impenetrable mystery, know that I am at your beck and call. It never hurts to see things from a different perspective, and mine is rather different than most. Yeah, that's a good one. These came to visit the other day. She peppered me with questions about the lasting repercussions of the final days. I took the opportunity to explain our plans to disband, and she understood our reasoning immediately. Once a scion, always a scion, it would seem. She was eager to relive old times and remember old friends, bittersweet memories mayhap, but from the look on her face, the joys outweighed the sorrows. Far too much blood has been spilled and far too many lives lost. Still, I am glad I was able to do something to repay those who showed me a path to the future. Now that our job is over, of course, far from it. There is much that remains to be done before true, lasting peace can be achieved. To that end, Hori and I mean to set off for Corvos. We expect that the tensions between Guardians and Corvosi will only flare more with the Empire's fall. I still remember the days we sparred together, as though it were yesterday. To think how far we have all come since then. Even now, I have not abandoned my dream of besting you in single combat. Of a friendly nature, of course. But I clearly do not hold a candle to the Warrior of Light at present. I shall continue to train diligently that one day you might consider me an equal. Fuck, man, that's been a long ass time since I fought these two. I remember it was like just a little bit after A Realm Reborn. I decided to give myself do materia farming, and I kept putting on like the cobalt armor, so everything I killed built towards spirit bonding the armor, so I could turn into materia. These two kicked my ass the first time, and I was like, fuck it, endgame gear, and put on the what was it? That fucking elegant armor. Then I wrecked him. Zach, might you have a moment to talk? Besides stepping away from the public eye, I've been left to consider what endeavors I might pursue. After speaking with Kryle, I've decided I'll be assisting her in rebuilding the students of Baldessian. Not only am I in debt to Master Gallo for giving me a new home, but had our order never existed, I would have never set foot within the Crystal Tower. How different my life might have been. I would have never met you, never become caretaker of the tower, never become a scion. You gave me the chance to do so much good. I hope to continue to do so with the students. For an added benefit, new mysteries often find their way to our doorsteps. Mysteries that could prove ideal for fulfilling our promise to embark on a new adventure together, unlike any we've experienced before. Good on you, man. Whenever you have the time and inclination, my friend, I stand ready to accompany you into the unknown. Do you recall in the realm of the Omnicrons, when I asked if you thought I may someday be mentioned in your epic? While it is true that to earn a place at your side will be the stuff of dreams, in the end, nothing would give me a greater joy than to stand with you in the here and now. I needn't be some grand endeavor, there need be a promise. Whenever adventure calls, I won't hesitate to invite you. I hope that you will do the same for me. Now, second thought. I'll hold you to that. As much as we have already seen, there's still so much we haven't. Who knows, perhaps we will even encounter survivors of the Omnicrons somewhere out there. After all, given how they took to the stars, it isn't implausible that some found themselves far from home. And should we encounter a wayward traveler awaiting commands that will never come, I would bid them seek adventure with someone, and with that partner find new purpose, a new dream. For if crystals can hold fast to dreams, why not Omnicrons? Wherever your plans may lead, do not hesitate to send word, and should a commission of interest come my way, you'll be the first to know. By the way, have you spoken with Fail of late? Some days ago, they appeared to me in a dream, of the sleeping persuasion, that is. All was well in the first, they bade me to tell you. When I asked why not tell you that I'm himself, they unleashed giant ravenous beavers upon me. Okay, I was not expecting that. Maybe perchance done something to incur their ire. Oh man, I almost forgot about the beavers. Matia. Arnvald has pressing matters, according to him anyway. Pity he couldn't be here to witness this momentous occasion. But it bids me tell you congratulations. As for me, well, once the Science is banned, I intend to resume my work in Ralger's Reach. I suppose Arnvald will need my support in Garabania too, though he will not admit as much. Well, he will have my help, whether he wants it or not. It's a little strange that now my link pearl's gone quiet. Since my unique skills are no longer needed for the safety of the star and all that, I'm going to become an adventurer like you, traveling far and wide. I mentioned I'll start heading to Nercidia or the New World. Just need to find myself a ship first. Oh, Zach, how are you feeling? Any lingering aches or pains? I can't apologize enough for sending Xenos to find you in Ultima Thule. Hey, it worked out. They came to me in Charlian, I was truly torn. As ever, there was only one thing on his mind. Forcing to make a decision. I reasoned that if he would not be deterred from seeking you out, you might as well at least aid us in our cause. And so I struck a bargain. In the end, he was true to his word, and you defeated him despite your earlier exertions. But knowing the state you were found in, it could have ended very differently. My decision almost cost you your life, and no words could express the remorse I feel. I won't lie, I thought that was it for me. It worked out, you did the right thing. Nom nom. It is a relief to hear you say that. Thank you. Time and time again, I've been made to feel woefully inadequate. I was much use in battle, or could I face the forum without my nerves getting the better of me? It always fell to you and the others. I must and will do better. And I shall begin with the restoration of the students of Valdesian. Through our work, Charlian will strengthen its ties with other nations, that we may be better prepared to face whatever threats arise in future. Of course, this isn't something I can accomplish alone, but thankfully I have the staunchest of help in Raha and Ochika and our remaining members. Together, we'll continue Grandfather's work. As before, certain commissions will take us to dangerous locales. We may need to call upon seasoned adventurers. In such times, might you be willing to assist us? Not because you feel obliged, mind you, but because you feel a lure for the task itself. Yeah, sure, why not? Marvelous. Should something of interest arise, I shan't hesitate to reach out to you. Until that day, I shall endeavor to become a more dependable comrade. I mean, shit, you did a lot in this expansion. Oh, I should mention that Ernville has kindly agreed to share out of potential interest if he hears from his fellow Gleaners. In exchange, we will help them to restore the archives to their proper order. With the Exodus abandoned, all items must be returned whence they came, a task no less grueling than their removal. Even now, Ojika assists in the storing of arcane artifacts. Oh yes, not only is he a skilled administrator, he is also a certified appraiser specializing in relics of the 5th Astral Era. Despite his qualifications, though, he seems none too taken on the work. I shan't have to go and relieve him as soon as I can. Alright, I thought you're the last one. Nom 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 nom. Oh, Zach, pray forgive me for delaying the gathering. I was writing a letter, you see, to my parents. As busy as Father has been tending the aftermath of the Exodus, he has been good enough to show concern for the Scions. Besides, I've made them worry enough for a lifetime. Henceforth, I will endeavor to write as often as I am able. It's good that they're reconciling. A little effort to set their minds at ease while we continue to be away from Charlian. Both NameIsZ and I are off to assist with Carlemal's recovery. Though uncertainty remains over what will become of the nation, we can't well leave the capital in its present state. We will join those members of the Ilsbar contingent still stationed there. Lucy and Maxima helm the relief effort, while support from our allies, the people of Garlemald, among them. The regards will be joined by those who have finished treating the tempered across the lands. Lest you misunderstand, we do not seek redemption for failing Licinia and her sister. That is a burden we must always bear. There we go, because of the truth in Lord Quintus's words. And truth that whatever ideals individuals may espouse, nations are not moved to action unless they stand to benefit. For the foreseeable future, the fallen empire will be at the mercy of both internal and external forces. And though I do not doubt the intentions of the contingent, with greater powers involved in the relief effort, our allies may well find themselves drawn into a political agenda. In going, we seek to ensure that the needs of the people come first, to understand their hearts, and we might better help them to begin anew. You'd best write me too. For your letters? Of course. I would be glad to do so. But I would be gladder still were you to come and visit, and I believe I speak for NameIsZ as well. For fairly as long as I've been in Eorzea, you've been at my side, watching over me, in good times and in bad. How many times have we gathered to share tidings? None could possibly keep count. The world is changing, and I will continue to do so. Yet no matter what the future brings, I hope that I can ever look to you, in good times and bad, as a dependable comrade and dear friend both. Thank you, Jack, from the bottom of my heart. I've been keeping Arnvald abreast of the situation letters. Unfortunately, he could not be here today. It's convenient for both of us. We should pay him a visit. Spoken your fill, have you? If so, I'm thinking to send everyone off. With your permission, then. Your attention, please. At risk of spoiling the mood, the time of departure is upon us. In my capacity as your receptionist, I bid you all safe journeys. Till next we meet, be well. Argos horn. Argos. Wind up here. Heroes? Heroes? Come on, you know who this hero is. Full orchestrations. Okay. Alright, officially ended Endwalker.
I suppose we're off to Garlemald then. Though we ought to speak with Lord Emmerich first. If he's received word of any recent developments, we need to know.
'Twould be prudent to purchase some warmer clothes at least. Mayhap we can pick up a few souvenirs for Euless and the others while we're at it.
Where will you all be heading next?
Dravania, there is a book I've been meaning to borrow from the Great Google Library. And I can think of at least one person who will be most displeased should I fail to visit before leaving.
We've no particular destination in mind, but we do intend to stop in Charlian before we set off.
We had thought to ask after the Loporrits. I am curious as to how well those who chose to remain are adapting to their changed circumstances.
Might we accompany you then? Raha and I were planning to return to the Baldessian Annex.
Commissions have been piling up in our absence, and they must be dealt with ere we begin our work in earnest. Estinian, you will return to Rads at Han, will you not?
Aye. For Vritra's benefit, though I've yet to hear the details. I may not stay long.
I see. Then it is here the Scions at last part ways, each to some far-flung corner of the realm.
Perhaps. But I believe one of our number, a rather important one at that, has yet to divulge his plans.
Huh? Oh, shit, right.
Quite right.
Right, so shit, I haven't said anything.
Fair point. So, what's next for our humble adventurer?
Ooh! Ooh! I saw that! Oh. It was just a little thing, but fuck, the little things make it better. Oh! Okay, shit! Oh, man. I'm sorry? Why are we back in Elpis? What's this?
The constancy of this place never ceases to amaze me. An ocean of souls, shimmering and eternal.
Who are you? Wait, white robe? Elidibus? Is that you?
And yet, something stirs. Yes. Steeped in darkness, deep as starless night. The beast hungers. Alas, I dare not investigate in earnest before the coming of my guiding star, as he foretold. We shall descend to the depths, you and I, to confront the dread beast Pandemonium.
Pandemonium.
Oh, the sights we shall see. The sights we shall see.
That has to be Elidibus, because we still... Elidibus saw us back then, but I didn't play through that part yet, I think. Yet. I completed the main area and Endwalker to unlock new content now available in Old Charlian. Just do these. As well, Champion of Aetherius, for many more adventures await for you. 3 plus. Hey! There was once a woman who selflessly served her fellow man as Azim. Even after stepping down, she continued in this mission and went to become a divinity that hope may endure. This mammoth was made in her honor. Odds? Hold on. Hey! Those letter, huh? Oh, it's this one, okay. I got confused for a second. Delve into myth was eyeing you like a bird who has found its... What? Well, if anything, let's get some of that armor. I need new armor. What are all these quests? What does this unlock? So many blue quests. Why is there so many? What happened? Oh my fuck. Okay, you know what? I found there's one more door. Let's just start with that one first, because oh my god. You can't be the Gunbreaker one, because that's the Gunbreaker one. What the fuck are you? What do you want, possessed lady? Fancy meeting you, Zach. Have you been well? Doubtless your adventuring duties have left to you with little time for our humble organization. Still, I trust you have found a spare moment here and there to contribute to Noah's ongoing research. You are so very good at it, after all. Splendid. As you can see, my circumstances leave little room for complaint. My vessel remains intact, and this age has yet to lose its luster. All told, Ko's discovery of the orb containing my essence in Circus Tower was a happy twist of fate indeed. Not only have I been able to drink my fill of this world's mysteries and delights, but Ko seems more than happy to allow me all the time I need to indulge my curiosity. Now, before you pass judgment, I must remind you that this arrangement was carried out under mutual agreement. I fully intend to relinquish control to her as soon as my work here is done. It just so happens that you may be able to help with that. Brown Bros can scarcely stop talking about your adventure with the silence of the sun dawn, you see. I have heard stories countless times. How in a strange turn of fate, Gratia was awoken from slumber in the Crystal Tower, far earlier than he should have been. How the Asian fan Daniel, who set our star on course toward the final days, was in fact Amon all along. Events of earth-shaking import, events in such you invariably played a pivotal role. Your pedigree means that there's none better suited to receive my request. Firstly, however, I would ask you to summon Gratia to the 8 Sentinels. I suspect he will answer the call of a comrade in arms, much more readily than a novice researcher calling themselves an Archmagus. Yes, this is he. Zach? Oh my, what a surprise. I can remember the last time you called... Oh my. That was nothing at all. I'm much more interested in you, my friend. Are you well? You aren't in some sort of trouble, are you? Did you just like fall? Oh shit, this is the fucking little fan cutscene that someone talked about. Now it makes more sense. That's quite the yarn. You see, Archmagus Noah, inhabiting the body of a young researcher, has asked you to ask me to make haste to the 8 Sentinels. Have I got that right? Yep. Absolutely fascinating! I'll be there at once, as soon as I conclude my current business, that is. I promise to be quick. Tell Noah, or Zuko, I'm eager to make her acquaintance until then, Zach. What does this unlock? Well, I certainly do not need to rush the poor lad. I hope his haste does not come at the expense of caution. Even so, getting the loyalty you inspire in others makes me feel secure in my choice to place this task in your hands. Now then, it would be improper for us to be late for our appointment after pulling Gratia away from his work. Feel free to go ahead. I shall not be far behind. Good doggo. I forgot how the early eras have now increased mount speed. They're just fucking flying. I can't fly here. I don't know what this is. Well, this unlocks. Is just Does this just unlock another dungeon? I came as quickly as I could. I haven't kept you waiting, have I? Oh, you look so concerned. Good, good. And you told me that Noah herself was a party in all this. I knew this was an opportunity I would be loath to miss. When placed against the rebirth of both Xander and Aemon, the survivor of Noah's essence seems almost quaint. Still, I can't help but be excited to meet her and hear what this request of hers entails. If I were to hazard a guess, it has something to do with the Crystal Tower. Your instincts are correct. Now, let me see those eyes, a deep crimson the likes of which I have not seen in many an age. Huh? Oh, this matches are required on the road ahead, and I had to prepare accordingly. All the depth those research I'm afraid close out to the Aether odds is non-existent. It was necessary for me to acquire the proper— what the fuck? While my abilities are now but a shade of what they were at my zenith, they shall suffice. You can thank Rowena's House of Splendors for meeting even the most esoteric of my demands. Okay. You truly captured the spirit of Alec? Did you really have to change your hair? Who are you? Did you really have to change her hair? I know who she is. Truth be told, I never did understand why Ko felt the need to hide her face with her hair. Why limit one's vision so? With the simple change, it feels the old world has opened itself to me. I'm not sure. I just realized this quest was open in Mordona, and it was like a blue quest. I thought this might unlock a dungeon. However, I do wish I could have a touch more flair. Emma will have clucked at his tongue in disapproval at the sight of me. Alas, I had to appease Ko's presence as well. She insisted that the first few outfits I selected were much too gaudy, and even we landed on this compromise. Beauty truly is an eye beholder, I assume. Yes, truly fascinating. Most illustrious Noah, I could listen for days. Yet there is the question of why I was summoned here, and Zack for that matter. Why have you gone to such lengths to seek us out? Yes, quite right. To understand where we are headed, I must first tell you to what came before. In the twilight of the Third Astral Era, and with the Elegant Empire at the height of its glory, a laboratory was constructed beneath the Crystal Tower. There the Empire's most sensitive research was conducted. Be right back a moment. Okay, I'm back. The means of achieving eternal life and resurrection, clone technology, control mechanisms for the Acons, and eventual completion of the Dalaman prototype. Those are but a few of the projects pursued deep under the earth. All in absolute secrecy, with the full blessings and guidance of the royal family. It was dubbed Eureka Orthos by the Emperor himself. A fitting name for a place where it could become a nexus of creation. Eureka? You can't mean what I think you mean. I believe you and Krall are familiar with the Forbidden Land? Well, when the island appeared suddenly in the waters of the Far East, it was dubbed Eureka after the Allegan legend. Yeah? The stories say that the center of a vast labyrinth slumbers a weapon of incomprehensible power. Oh, so the passage of time has not erased our deeds entirely. What legend has a hint of truth in it? The development of specialized weapons has a main subject of research within Eureka Orthos. It comes as no surprise that the rumors of what transpired there would eventually grow into the tales of which you speak. However, Eureka Orthos is no myth. It exists as surely as you or I, and it was every bit as magnificent a feat as Psychus Tower. I have reason to believe it survived the chaos of the Fourth Umbral Colony relatively unscathed. I know where it is. I know how we can gain entrance. My peerless knowledge of teleportation magic shall take us to the gates, and the royal blood flowing through Gratia's veins shall open them. I would very much like to once again set foot within those halls, where I refined and perfected the means of transferring my essence to and from various objects. I'm not sure. Oh, why is that big? It's nuts. Like I said, I just found it, so I'm not entirely sure. One second. Oh, this is a deep dungeon for Endwalker. Okay. Well, I may as well just at least get out of the way. Okay, that was weird for the chat box. With the flow of time within the Crystal Tower restored, the laboratory should be fully active. Its unfinished experiments and long dormant security measures wandering aimlessly in search of intruders. The first order of the day shall be to put these objects to rest. Advance to the 13th floor facility. Well, at least unlocking this, I can it'll be easier to level up the other classes later. All company, if this place is dangerous and sounds, you'll need every extra weapon you can get. I'm afraid I cannot permit that. Your role in this ends once the gates to Eureka Orthos have opened. I understand your disappointment, but the same blood that makes you useful as a key makes you a hindrance to fulfilling this mission. It ties you too strongly to the Empire. Crystal Tower, there's no need for Yuga Orthos to inspire hope. Alag is gone. Its inheritors long dead. I wish for the Empire's deeds, no matter how unsavory, to be beholden with eyes unclouded by legacy, that they might be judged for what they were. So, Zach, I know I have been long in the asking. Will you accept this task? Naturally, I shall offer all the help I can muster, and you're free to take any spoils you may find. There's much that could be of use to one such as you. Yeah, I wish I would have known this like a lot earlier. That way it would have been made leveling up so much easier. I know you would find the sense of adventure irresistible, but I thank you nonetheless. Drink your fill of ancient secrets and buried sin. Well then, I suppose it is time to make our ingress. I was to borrow the key and that Nyandoga entrusted you to so long ago. In Aporia. Okay. Wait, where's Aporia? Is that in Old Charlian? Okay. That's probably one of the new blue ones I found then. One of the new blue quests. Ah, the connection seems to be stable. Very good. Promise me you'll come back in one piece, Zach. Return in any other shape, and not even another kind will convince me to open these gates. Same old man. Must you fuss over him like a child? Needs whom Alag ruins are almost commonplace. Who best even Amon in combat. Compared to such trials, this would be a footnote on a long list of heroics. Okay. Once Zach returns from his expedition, you are more than welcome to return here and listen to the report. Rest assured, you shall remain fully apprised of any world-threatening developments. That's a small reassurance, but I suppose it must suffice. Should you find yourself at an impasse, do remember that I'm only a call away, won't you? Now then, let us make ready. The secrets of Eureka Orthos lie in wait to be found. Rambros has furnished me with all the manpower I requested. The capable researchers of the Saints of Koinak stand ready to organize your expeditions and appraise any rarities you find. As for my part, I have managed to offset the magical limitations of this vessel with my boundless knowledge, procuring two tools that should be of great use to you. First, special armor, you see. In the days before the fourth unbook round, researcher Orphos fortified it with wards that enervate the faculties of any intruders. Even the most masterful weapons are rendered useless if they can't be swung. To overcome this, I have imbued a set of armor with opposing wards, which should nullify the effect, thus allowing you to fight with gusto. Second is a handy little device called a demi-clone generator. As the name implies, it is capable of creating near clones in a matter of moments. Such clones, while imperfect, were often used in experiments. We come across tombstones containing data of such experiments, that generator can make sense of them. Furthermore, while the aether of the clones dissipates as quickly as vapor in a hot beaker, An extra hand or two may prove useful in pulling you from a perilous situation. Take these tools in health, and may they serve you well. Once you have steeled your nerves and sharpened your weapons, speak with Khatun to begin. Zek, I'm Khatun. Mistress Noah has tasked me with overseeing all manner expeditions to Eureka Orthos. The last over there is Valerine, and Sheila praised any worth of any trinkets or treasures you may find. Mistress Noah has also provided us with a synthesis node, and we're staying by to offer whatsoever aid we can. I take it the Archimagus has given you 2 pieces of equipment she is so proud of making. Excuse me, but for your own safety, I must ask you to show them to me before I allow you to set foot into the unknown. Everything appears to be in working order. Now then, you're ready to go. Our first goal is to reach the 13th floor of the facility. Go forth, Zack, and show the realm that Alag's most deadly creations are no match for our heroes. Bong. Here's the where do I get my armor? I need new armor. Wait, is it back in Mordona? Those are the repeatables. No. Right, it's on. Hail, adventurer. I sincerely hope you might return this fair city of ours. After all, it is thanks to you and the scions that I am standing before you now. And as a token of my gratitude, I wish to share something useful with you. Although I shan't be the one doing the sharing, seek out my sharp-eyed comrade at Palakistan to further details, adventurer. Godspeed. Ooh. I'm saving you for another stream, baby. Oh, you must be the adventurer I've heard so much about. Yes, that gleam in your eyes suggests that it might be worthy of the burning field after all. Forgive me. I suppose I'll show more respect to the hero of Ranatan. You are doubtless quite busy, so I won't hesitate your time. Permit me to introduce you to the burning field. A steam turning area where oh, it's the wooden dummy thing, okay. Until your ears string away. No doubts you're worthy of such a place. In that case, feel free to practice there as you see fit. Simply speak with me, Which begin, I shall begin your guide. That's blah blah blah, yada yada yada. That's the burning field stone sea sky sea thing. Where do I get the armor? Phoenix can operate. Zach, you have goodness you're here. It's absolutely terrible, awful, an emergency of cataclysmic proportions. Was it? I don't know actually. They didn't say. But doesn't it sound simply dreadful? What I do know is Buildingway has been asking after you. He said if I happen to see you, I should tell you to hurry over to Caledonia Knolls with all haste. Well, what are you staying here for? Away with you. Good morrow to you, my fine fellow. Come to see Tataru's boutique in the flesh, no doubt. I interest you in one of our world-famous silk socks. They're so comfortable you won't even realize you're wearing them. What's that? You're an acquaintance of the proprietors? Heavens, you're the Zach? Mr. Tataru has told me all about you. Come to think of it, I was to inform her immediately if you happen to stop by. Please wait, just my uncle fetch her immediately. Ow! There you are, Zach. So I kept you waiting. Business booming and I can hardly keep up. Not that I'm complaining. It feels as if only yesterday I was welcoming you as my first customer. Yet look at us now. I'm sure you're wondering why I wish to speak with you. I have a surprise for you. A gift, in fact. A gorgeous, exclusive, and above all, properly registered Island Sanctuary. Oh shit, there's an Island Sanctuary. Okay. Bitchin'. You heard that right? I, Tataru, am presenting you with your very own island. I know you'll be tempted with demurrer. Are you certain? Or you're far too kind. Quite certain, and yes, I know. But I hope you can accept this gift in the spirit of friendship. I've seen the weight of my burdens you carry firsthand, after all. You rose to become the champion of Eorzea, and now a hero known across the star and beyond. Which leaves very few places where you might be free of duty and expectation. As I considered where you might find such an oasis, an idea washed over me like an oncoming tide. The sea! And an island paradise with naught but the serenity of nature or for malms. Even you should be free to relax. What do you say? Yes? 1,000 times yes? Well, what are we waiting for? Toss me in the hold and set the sail. It's good to know we're of the same mind. Truly, there is no time like the present to be on our way. We make for the Morbay dry docks. Look for Paulden, a skipper near the Aetherite. You should be expecting us. That's probably for farming and crafting and shit. I'm gonna build so much shit there. It appears my calculations were correct. I knew it was this very spot I would encounter none other than Zack, the hero who saw us through the final days. So certain was I of my math I stood here for. Well, let's not concern ourselves with that. I am NameIsZ, assistant to the Professor Claudian. We work with the Idoscope to observe the ethereal sea and delve into its myriad mysteries. Some mysteries, though, are beyond even our capabilities to unravel. A strange crystal we but recently discovered, for instance, defies our every conjecture. You've been to the center of the star and far beyond it. However, so we hope that you may see something in the crystal that we academics do not. I beg you lend us your well-traveled eye at Aporia. Professor Claudian will be eagerly awaiting for your arrival. Okay, crystal from beyond. Okay. Oh, how may I help you? You're Zack, aren't you? Yes. I thought I recognized that heroic me? What? Heroic what? How wonderful to meet you. The name's Osman. I'm a gleaner, as you have surmised, mostly specializing in the collection of rare and curious books. It would seem fate has brought us together. My work has given me an appetite for well-crafted stories, you see. But recently I've struggled to find any truly engaging material. Are you the new Calliope Wondrous Tales? I thought myself, why waste all the time bemoaning the lack of quality literature when you could be writing the exact tales you enjoy? Which is why I'm so excited to speak with you. We'll speak with the vaunted champion, Zack. If I could convince you to share some of the minutiae of your adventurers, it would lend my fiction an undeniable authenticity. Yeah, let me tell you about the time I was just starting out. Here's a story of the Dragonstone warrior I've heard. Well, when I stood beside the resistance fires of Alaminka and later of Doma. Does not consider when you visit another world, or the world of the past. Let's have him start. From the beginning. Well, that was a complete waste of Osman. Are you actually chatting? Scholar above, it's a miracle. I thought you capable of little more than grunts in size. I introduced Shallow Moore, my colleague and eternal tormentor. Okay, now it's just a bit of playful banter. Chasasant and I could use some good humor after failing to track down our quarry. I'll be damned! Zack, this is an honor! An incredible stroke of luck. You are the very person I've been searching for. If you indulge me for a moment, I can explain the situation at hand. As you know, Charlie was charged in antiquity with fulfilling a sacred duty which keeps the gleaners buzzing to and fro like angry hornets. Aye, we would complete one grueling list of procurements, only to be handed yet another, and another. The work it was all we knew. But now that those days are behind us, the task has slowed to a trickle. We find ourselves, well, strangely idle. Thus the guildship, in its wisdom, has forged a partnership with the Adventurers Guild. We now have a system in place where odd jobs from other countries can be funneled to us here in Shalian. The tasks they pass on to us are, for the most part, not your average gleaner cannot handle. There's one client, however, who has asked for you specifically, as the Adventurers Guild has no official presence in our city, but agreed to the odd job of facilitating that request. Think of us as their substitute Shalian branch, if you will. In any case, I'll be here at the counter, ready to provide you with the details. It doesn't appear to be urgent matters, so feel free to engage the request whenever your schedule allows. Oh, and be sure to browse Tristan's wares. It has a special selection available to anyone who takes part in our odd job enterprise. Is it the armor? I need armor, I need gear. I was like, I didn't quite get the chance before Shellamore commandeered the conversation. I want to thank you for indulging me with your stories. Do you think you want me talking again sometime? I'd love to hear how this odd job of yours turns out. As a result of the partnership between the Adventurers Guild and the Gleaners Guild ship, you are now able to accept odd job from Shellamore at the peristyle. That doesn't mean you have a spare moment for your busy godslaying agenda. Wonderful, we may have a letter addressed to you from Mistress Momodi. Go ahead and read that. I'll dig up a link pearl I am to use to convey your reply. Dear Zach, I hope this letter finds you well and still taking guild jobs, because we've got one here with your name on it. Ordinarily, I wouldn't bother you with something like this, but the client is a personal attendant to Her Royal Majesty Nanamo Ulnamo. I'm guessing that piqued your interest as much as it did mine. Let Shellamore know if you can make it over to Ul'dah, and I'll set up a meeting with this lady in waiting. I'm told it's nothing urgent, so at your earliest convenience, Momodi. What are you thinking? Yay or nay? One does not simply refuse Mistress Momodi. I'll take that as an essence then. Let me make the call. And done. Our tiny taskmaster is making arrangements as we speak. She says the lady you're to meet is a lawful by the name of Kokoshu, light brown hair, green eyes. She should be waiting you outside the quicksand by the time you arrive. Fair fortune and safe travels. Your time is impeccable, Zach. How do you manage to do that? An intriguing job has laid at our feet, and the client insists you be the one to take it up. A client? Why, none other than the East Alderaan Trading Company. Oh boy. The missive was dispatched from Kuganai branch rather than Lord Lorito's office, but it nevertheless carries a piquant scent of moneyed interest. Care to give it a read? Dear Zach, in the self-same spirit of friendship which has defined our every interaction to date, it is my pleasure to extend to you a humble invitation. It is because of your enduring efforts to save this star that we may benefit from this rarest of opportunities, for it was in service to your noble quest to build the good ship Ragnarok that I was able to forge fruitful bond between myself and another of Ingashi's elites. This lord has seen fit to grant me, and a guest of my choosing, leave to go where few usually have tread, beyond the bounds of Kugane to the sacred slopes of Mount Rocken itself. I cannot overstate the significance of this gesture, nor the allure of sights that heretofore unseen by Western eyes. Nor is it an exaggeration to say that no one is more deserving of this boon than your magnanimous self. I eagerly await your reunion at the gates of Bokaira Inn. Ever your faithful servant, Hancock Fitzgerald. There's a holy mountain in Hakashi that needs climbing. There's flattery, and then there's this. Let on a bit thick, did he? I expect no less of a consummate merchant. Not too proud to debase myself when sufficient profits at stake. Still, there may be a crumb of sincerity beneath that slathering of honeyed words, and if not, you still stand to benefit from playing along. You'll be heading to Kakai then, I take it? I guess. Perfect. I'll send word that you're on your way. Fair fortune, safe travels. You'd best come back with plenty of stories to tell, you hear? Where do I get my gear? I just want gear. Zach? You are Zach, yes? Oh, thank you for so much for coming. In truth, I've been searching all over for you. You see, there's a most pressing matter for which I could use your wisdom and expertise. Oh, but we haven't actually been introduced yet, have we? The name's Jammingway. I have the honor of serving as a communication officer aboard the Ragnarok. So anyhow, to the matter I spoke of, it began the other day when my curiosity got the better of me. I decided to send a reconnaissance probe to Ultima Thule to investigate the environs. Imagine my surprise when my robotic friend responded just a short while ago with a most urgent and dire distress signal. A distress signal from Ultima Thule? Now, even after you and your companions mercifully put an end to that threat of the final days, surely this intrigues the worries you as much as me. I was just about to venture there to investigate further, but there's no telling what dangers might await, and I am a communications officer, an adventurer. Please join me at Thomazine so we may boldly go where you have gone before. Okay. That's not my gear. I want gear. I need gear. You. Gasp! Who should stand before me but the savior of the very star? The immutable ender of the end. Your deeds are sung of far and wide, my friend. As I understand it, your quest for the world's salvation brought you to Sharlayan. I too am here on a quest of sorts, a quest for musical inspiration. Alas, magnificent though this repository of knowledge may be, I find there is only so much inspiration I can derive from tomes. The word tomes alone fail to inspire. Living words may yet spark the imagination. I beg you, will not regale me the tale of a quest delivered to the star? If such an adventure isn't fit of an epic, I wouldn't know what is. Drawing upon both your first-hand account and the knowledge I attain here, I believe I shall be able to weave the most marvelous of verses. Should you be willing, pray let me know. I shall return my research here in the meantime. Yeah, let's talk to you later. Fuck. Where the fuck do I go for gear? Shit. Fuck it. I'm looking it up. Wait, is it at Radaton? Should be at Radaton. Because I have so many fucking tomes, I need to use them. Let's see, this is collectible side. Yes, here we go. Karmic Tombstone, what the fuck? Yeah, I clearly don't have enough just yet. So, must we give it somewhere else here? Okay, certificate. So, no other tomes are accepted? Are you shitting me? Are you... Come on. Okay, where is this? Modern. Body. Endwalker. Variant fending size? 620. This is a newest one, I'm assuming. It looks like a pretty cool set to me. I need to get a set. But fuck. Wait, that's not the that's what 620. Is this a laser one? Okay, this is a laser one. Okay, shit, never mind. Okay, it's got some gear. Oh, sure, right. I should see a trailer. Let me see here. Oh, not that one. Oh, not that one. That's shit. Okay, I need to fix those. Okay, let's go back to here. But undo. Webcam scene. Which one was it? Browser source? That's clearly not it. Let's see here. I didn't want to do that. Okay, let's see here. Hide Gaming 1. Let's see how Newfound Adventure looks. I have yet to see this.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around.
I'll probably need to cut this out.
For your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors.
Everyone's happy.
This map is the key to fabulous riches. But I'll be the king of fools to simply give it away.
This map may or may not be genuine.
Ooh. Oh. The fuck? What?
Take heart and protect
PvP?
them well. Such were the words I once said to you. And here
It's
I
like
stand.
Barret style dungeon.
As you
Or
know, I've been
PvP?
researching ways to travel from the source to one of its reflections.
Oh, Dad joins.
Well, looking for hints at least. I don't expect
Extremes.
to find a simple set of instructions tucked away in some dark corner of the library.
The fuck? Void.
Witness the glory of the divine.
The new, is he a new alliance or 8-man? That's the alliance one.
A gift of flame for our children.
What the fuck?
So this is the spirit of man.
Who the fuck are you guys?
Come, mortals. Enter my realm, if you dare.
Oh, and the, what's it? The new, Ultimate Raid? Is that what it's called? Okay, that's something to look forward to. Alright, so that's what I'm looking forward to then. Or at least a vision of it. Right, to do raids as my highest level to farm. I can't be leveling up with it. Tara is putting on a pot of tea and looks in need of company. Zach, how lovely to see you. If you're not in too much of a rush, I'd like to make a pot of tea. Would you like a cup? Sure, why not? Take a seat then, and I'll find us something to nibble on as well. Ooh, food. Speaking of food, I have a plate of fried rice with me.
It's so much quieter these days without everyone around. Not that I'm pining for your return, you understand. I have my sources, and I know that each and every one of you is doing well and keeping busy with your endeavors. Meanwhile, I'm left with a surplus of free time and the question of how to make the most of it. What about you? Any plans for the immediate future?
I'm still mulling it over. Brand new adventure, of course. Brand new adventure.
Traveling to the edge of existence and back wasn't enough? Well, if that's the case, I might have a suggestion for you. You've fought bravely and selflessly, helping those in need and saving our star from unimaginable threats. For your deeds, you've been hailed as the champion of Eorzea and a host of other incredible things. But why not put those titles aside for a while? Acquit yourself as a simple adventurer again and travel the world in search of wonder.
You're right. Who knows what mysteries are still waiting to be discovered? That's a great idea, but where to start? Let's be optimistic here.
Oh, that's the spirit! I can feel from here the blazing fire that just lit in your belly. Now, all you need is a destination. If you're having trouble deciding, just leave it to me. Thavnair. That's where you should go next. I doubt you were able to squeeze in a proper tour of Radzat the last time you were there. What with the burning skies and rampaging monsters and so forth. And I'm sure Vritra would be pleased to see you. Then there's the bounty itself. The Empire's presence in the region was always a deterrent to exploration. So if you've a mind to sail that sea, now's your chance. Just think of all the new experiences you could have.
Tell me, have you been to the ruins beneath the waters of the bounty? As the bearer of Azem's crystal, you may consider your duty to see at least that much.
Oh, I know that look. That's an adventurer ready to take on the world. In anticipation of an occasion like this, I was planning to gift you a new set of traveling clothes, but it's still a work in progress. Shouldn't take much longer now, though, so sit tight and I'll have the last few bits sewn up before you can finish another cup of tea.
Make sure it has pockets. I like my pockets.
Stitch in here and trim in there. Knot the threads with love and care. Just a little more to go. I'm sure you're still brimming with excitement. I'm one with the needle. See how the fabric surrenders to my whims. Don't worry. I'll make sure the lining has plenty of pockets for all your little treasures. I swear adventurers are worse than children when it comes to hoarding every feather and leaf and animal hide they come across.
Really? You calling me out? Really? God damn it.
Oh, we mustn't forget the waterproofing. Gods forbid you forget to disrobe before plunging into the sea, or a river, or a piping hot bath.
What the fuck? The fuck?
And thus I am returned.
What?
Ah, you're awake.
Sup?
My apologies. I do get a little carried away with my sewing. You seem awfully cheerful. Pleasant dream? Or are you just looking forward to the next chapter of your grand saga? Either way, I promise to provide you with new apparel, and so I shall. If you'll accompany me to the Diamond Forge, we can put the finishing touches on your outfit. Shall we?
Name my new drip. Observe as the artist refines her piece into a masterpiece, and no napping this time. I only need a moment, you'll see. A little more room in the shoulders, up with the cuffs, final adjustment to the hem. All done, let's see how it looks on the mannequin. What do you think? It just screams ready for a bold new adventure. Yeah, there we go. I'm so glad you approve. You've outdone yourself, T'Challa. Thank you. What do I what do I owe you? But don't be silly. Your approval is payment enough. If you really want to thank me, though, all I ask is that you wear this on your travels. Fair enough. Or at least anywhere lots of adventurers might gather. They'll look at you, a famous hero, and wonder, where did he purchase those stylish yet practical garments? Before you know it, hordes of new customers will be climbing over each other to place their orders at the Taro's boutique. Hey, yeah, it works. Mwahaha! I can hear it now. The merry clink of gill overflowing from my coffers. Sweet music to my ears. Merging merchant empires aside, you must be excited to start a fresh chapter of your life. New places to go, new people to meet. I often wonder how you remember all those experiences and exploits without taking at least a few notes. Oh, maybe you should start doing just that. You never know when some odd past detail might become relevant, or if one day you'll take a blow to the head and forget the better part of the past decade. Something to keep in mind in any case. Collection expanded, the unending codex. The unending codex is now available under collection and duties section of the main menu. New entries for prominent terms and characters will be added to the codex as you progress through the main scenario quests. Oh, okay. That's neat. Okay, let's see here. Who was it going to shoot? No, not yet. Crystal from Beyond. I believe it's this one. Let's get that new glamour on first. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Oh. Yes. Where is it? Ah, there it is. It didn't come with pads, so let's see. There we go. Let's see. Crystal from Beyond. This one should be it. Oh, right back, Mark. Okay. Can't be on for too long. Well, so let's just try to unlock as much stuff as I can. Greetings, Zach, and welcome to my humble laboratory. I'm sure NameIsZ has already told you plenty about us, but allow me to introduce myself personally. I'm Claudia, leader of this little research collective. I must admit, I've been nervous about this meeting ever since NameIsZ set out to find you. For a researcher in my field, there's no greater honor than to meet the man... The first man to traverse the ethereal sea and return to tell the tale. The professor speaks often and at length about your deeds, but he has no small number of achievements to his own name. He has peered deeper into the ethereal sea than any other in Charlian, and the breadth of his knowledge is peerless. Peerless, perhaps, but for a single man, we must seize this precious opportunity to learn what we can from him, and perhaps crack this conundrum that has stumped the three of us for moons. Huh? It was we who peered into the fathomless sea from the Antitower and the Dravanian hinterlands. We spoke with Heidelin and learned of the fate that would befall this star the final days. Soon thereafter, all research was moved to Labyrinthos, and though the Idoscope did we continue our vigil. As impressive a work as the device is, however, it can glimpse but a fraction of the sea's infinite depths. Which brings us to the matter at hand. Not long after the Exodus was declared, we recovered an unusual crystal shard during a routine observation. It appeared before us suddenly, as if propelled to the surface by some unknown force. We found that it possessed an ethereal density that exceeds that of normal crystals by orders of magnitude. And its shape resembles nothing which occurs in the natural world. It was made, not formed. Unfortunately, that was the extent of the information we could glean before we were forced to put our focus towards the Exodus. The crystal was very nearly forgotten amidst this sudden upheaval. But thanks to the efforts of a certain someone, the crisis is now behind us, and thus we are free to resume our research. Thus did we decide to seek out the dauntless adventurer who delved into the unknown and beheld its innermost secrets, and now we would have to see you for yourself. Here is the crystal in question. If it resembles aught you have encountered before, even by the smallest degree, please say so. Ah, shit! Oh shit, is someone still alive down there? I know someone who bears a similar crystal. A memory abides within this crystal. As I thought, you do know what this is. Please tell me everything. I see. The Ascians use these to transfer their memories to new vessels. Fascinating indeed. It was plain that this crystal was special somehow, but this revelation surpassed even my considerable expectations. Similar artifacts have appeared throughout the ages, memories of martial techniques manifested as crystalline shards on the battlefield, or storied stones passed from master to student. A comparison between said artifacts and this crystal may prove a fruitful first step in unveiling its true nature. What do you think, Professor? I see memories, windows from which we can gaze upon the convocation of 14. Unlike the Crystal and Zack story, this one does not bear the mark of the convocation. Who then could these memories belong to? And more importantly, or were they stored in this particular shard? More importantly still, why was it set adrift in the ethereal sea? Professor Claudian. Huh? Yes? I'm well aware that contemplation is the key to breakthrough, but there is a propriety to consider. We have a guest, one you invited specifically. Must we do this every time? What? Oh yes, of course. I guess. Terribly sorry. I do so easily find myself unmoored by the tides of rumination. Perhaps a more engaging use of your time with us would be for you to take up the crystal. If indeed there are memories stored within, they may reveal themselves to you upon contact. If anyone, message, come, Endonium, and ammonium, please. Oh boy, here we go. Faces grave threat, star in danger. That expression does not bode well. What did you see? Pandemonium. This is not a word I have heard before. If my knowledge of the ancient tongue serves me, it means all demons. Not a name that inspires optimism, all things considered. In the event that another star-shattering cataclysm is in fact bearing down upon us, I would have the aforementioned examples of crystallized memory to hand. NameIsZ, Lucian, I entrust their procurement to you. If there are more memories to be extracted from this crystal, we will find them. As for you, Zack, there is a person I would have you seek, one who has delivered so dire a warning. The story tells us the crystal could very well be been made by one of the ancients. If that's the case, then discerning the nature of this pandemonium would require a trip far into the past, an era before the Sundering. I know of only one individual capable of such a feat, the very hero who traversed time to prevent the world's doom.
Understood.
I must confess, the tales people tell of your adventures beggar belief, and their veracity has been a subject of much debate among my peers. At today's meeting, however, there can be no doubt in my mind that every incredible exploit is fact. As you know, return to the past, find out what and where our pandemonium is, and if we need be concerned by this message, thank you. For the time being, you should keep the crystal in your possession. I do not think you have seen the last of its memories. More will be drawn out as you approach their source. Safe travels, and may we meet again soon to share our findings. Great, journey to the past and ascertain the threat. Let's ready the threat. Keep the crystal for now, until we can find a way to listen to its messages. It will do more good in your hands than ours. Every nook and cranny of this place with crystals. Sure, the Gleaners won't mind braving a few haunted battlefields for the right price. I will burn the candle on both ends, or rather, I will. First, I must find the historical documents I requested, and then... What was I meant to do again? No, I need to go to Elpis. Let's try the first one. And a Gorgeous. And I'm gonna take a bite of some fried rice. Crystarium. By the Crystarium. Oh, right, Elidibus. Duh. It has to be Elidibus. If receives this message, come, pandemonium, quickly. Oh, did I just get knocked the fuck out? Well. I don't recognize this place. Could it be? No, of course not. Apologies, but for the briefest moment, I thought you to be a dear friend of mine. I realize now that such a notion is preposterous. I'm sorry? Elidibus? Is that you? It's a kid! He told me a falling star would appear before me. I suppose you must be it. Truth be told, I didn't expect this correction to be so literal. Elidibus? Is that... Shit, you look... a lot younger than I was expecting. Well, on this side, no wonder why I didn't recognize it. Apologies for not introducing myself. My name is NameIsZ. As you can see from my bare face, I am not one of Elpis's observers. Rather, I'm here on assignment, which has been more or less routine up until this very moment. NameIsZ. Is that your real name? Or title? You certainly do know how to make an entrance. I must wonder what brought you here. It is plain that you do not belong here, or any place I know for that matter. Seems familiar. I'm also here on assignment. Seems familiar. It appears my initial impression was not so preposterous after all. I did not know my friend had such a unique familiar at his disposal. If you're here at Azim's behest, then I believe I can hazard a guess as to your purpose. You're here to investigate Pandemonium, yes? If so, we may be able to help one another. But first, might I trouble you to explain how you came to collide with my skull? Teleportation magic be whack, yo. I see. I believe that dispels any major doubts I had concerning your intentions. Apologize for being so intrusive, but you must understand this is an uncommon occurrence. I shall pry no further, for I am well aware that we all have secrets we must keep. However, if I may, I would very much like to take a look at this crystal of yours. Hey, we already fucked with the past. What's done is done. Fascinating. While I cannot say much as to what it contains, it is clear that there are memories stirring within. Memories that speak of something gravely amiss in Pandemonium. The facility extends beneath Elpis and is overseen by the words of La Habrea. It houses those creations that are highly valued as research subjects and highly dangerous to the star. Naturally, it is strictly guarded and under constant surveillance. Several days ago, however, an unnatural shift in the flow of its surroundings and the surrounding aether was detected. Soon thereafter, all communications from Pandemonium ceased. I am here as representative of an organization that works directly with the Convocation, and I've been tasked with investigating this incident. Now that there is some measure of transparency between us, I want to offer suggestions as to what we should do next. With investigation, you may also discover valuable artifacts. Those can be exchanged by equipment by speaking with melee or artificial broth on. Now then, my proposal is a simple one. Let us journey to Pandemonium together. Our destination is the same, and I suspect the arrangement would work to our mutual benefit. Besides, I shall have no trouble gaining us both access. I do hope you agree. I should be owed to part ways from the falling star I've been waiting for so long. Originally, I had planned to conduct my investigation with a friend I mentioned earlier, He had also noticed the anomaly near Pandemonium. It only seemed natural that we should investigate it together. However, he eventually decided that it would be unwise for us both to go. If two members of the organization are seen poking our heads about restricted facilities, it could raise questions, you see. I decided to go alone, but left me with these words: "Fear not, for my absence a star shall fall before you." While I could not comprehend his meaning at the time, I believe now I understand. He does have a way of being right about these things. Even so, his hints of what to come are generally more cryptic. I suppose I should have kept my gaze to the heavens. Suffice it is to say, I am grateful for your presence either way. As for the matter at hand, we must first gain permission from the words of La Brea for entry into Pandemonium. There ought to be a speaker awaiting at Agnosis. As any requests for permission before saying for it to help us with luck, we shall not be waiting long. What? What a fascinating etheric signature. In accordance with the Convocation's request, the two of you have been granted leave to observe Pandemonium. I shall register your aether for the records. From this point on, you may freely come and go from Pandemonium as you please. Now, that was a painless process. I take this as a sign that we were meant to conduct our investigation together. Of course, while you have been permitted entry into the facility, the specimens housed inside must be handled with the utmost care. You are to heed the warden's instructions at all times. Those who conduct their work within Pandemonium are called warders, for their role with respect to the creature within. Okay, not wardens, warders, okay. Generally, creations that pose a threat to the safety of the star must be undone. However, the words of La Brea has deemed certain such creations as worthy of further study, interring them within the facility. Those who spend their days in Pandemonium are not merely researchers. They must also work tirelessly to ensure that none of their subjects slip their shackles. For all intents and purposes, the place is a dungeon. Perhaps such comparison arouses frightful imagery, but Pandemonium is a frightful place. I know not the purpose of your investigation, but if you discover aught that merits a report, pray do so with utmost haste. Master La Brea shall guide us upon the proper course of action from there. I think that means you have detected nothing amiss as of late? The warders have reported nothing that would cause alarm. Minor fluctuations in aether have been observed, but surely Master La Brea would have acted if they were anything worth worrying about. I see. It appears La Brea is kept well abreast of the goings on here then. I hope I am not overstepping my boundaries by asking, but you seem to be quite familiar with Master La Brea. Do you know him? Oh, him we've met. Oh, the stories I could tell. Oh, the stories I could tell. You're no near familiar, are you? Master La Brea was not known for being generous with his time. That one would have stories of his company almost beggars belief. Regardless, while I doubt I still need to tell you this, he is of the Convocation. Take care that your actions do not hinder his work. And with that, we are free to make our way into Pandemonium. The dais that will take us there is on the eastern bank of Leith. Let us delay no further. Anyone can be reached via the nails on the island in the northeast. Suggest you heard before your companion leaves you behind. Sorry. I had to pretend my surprise for the sake of appearance. Was it true that you've met La Brea in the flesh? I find you more fascinating by the moment. Still, I refrain from asking too many questions. Secrets will make our journey all the more intriguing. We shall come to know each other in time, I wager. Or else why would fates have orchestrated our meeting? In any case, let us be off. Truth be told, this will be my first time beholding the fabled Pandemonium with my eyes. Here's to a new adventure, eh? Let's teleport, baby! Ooh! What the fuck? This is a research facility? It is much as I feared. The speaker seemed in such high spirits for a moment. I thought the ethereal irregularity was not nearly so grave as poison as I had imagined. Alas, it was a fleeting and vain hope. To gaze upon this complex network of chains and wards, the untrained eye might not sense anything awry. No effort has been spared in the making of this place impenetrable. It's like a place out of Kingdom Hearts. Like a Heartless Castle or something. Even the finest of masterworks is not without its flaws, however. Someone, or something, is tampering with protections. It is working from within, eroding them from the inside out. Fear not, there's no immediate danger. I reinforced what protections I could the moment we arrived. This will not put an end to whatever is occurring, but it shall at least serve to slow its progress. One small victory, though the road ahead of us is yet long. Yes, powerful forces are at work here. The silence in the air speaks volumes. While I do not expect a bustling facility, I see not a single warder. Our first course of action should be to seek one out, wherever they may be. However, this is something you must know. The magic I wove upon entering requires my constant awareness. As to say, if we are forced to fight, I cannot risk joining you in the battle. Should I lose focus, Pandemonium's protections will rapidly crumble before the force assailing them. So I'm going alone. Got it. Were there another way, I would gladly choose it. But let us at least be grateful that neither of us is here alone, trapped in hopeless circumstance. It If we should fail to find a peaceable solution, then let us hope that I can rely on your strength to see us through. This request doesn't come as a surprise, to be honest. At least received it with good humor. Rest assured, I do not mean to stand by idly while you risk your life and limb. I hope you'll be able to lend at least a touch of magical support. Creation magics do have their uses in that regard. I had it in mind to use your Aether as basis for illusory allies that will fight at your side. Perhaps 7 shall do. Not exactly an army, but by the looks of you, 4-row band nonetheless. So that's how they're writing in the story, that how they fit in, how party members fit in. And so it shall be. Now, what I wonder awaits us in Pandemonium's pitiless halls. The first circle. So I can pass through that. What about this one? This is the... Oh, this is the raid. KVL did say he wanted to do it with me. Oh, I guess we'll just stop here for tonight. I'll probably check out the sanctuary and other stuff on my free time. I gotta get my stuff ready for work tomorrow. So nothing too crazy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Like, share, subscribe if you see this on YouTube or whatever. And you know, so I try to stream at least twice a week. Usually Tuesday and Friday are the go-to days, but I prioritize real life and over, you know, streaming. You may just see me online during midday, just doing some crafting or dailies. All right, see you guys next time. Oh, not that one. Yeah, there we go.